Just like that. Barely a delay. Hey, when we release live shows, what time? There's a delay on that.
There's always a delay up in section 400, no matter what it is.
Actually, on an early morning.
Just like that.
I mean, just look into our eyes and realize that this has been a tough morning for some of us.
Great day. Have a great day.
Release live shows.
It's only going to go up from here.
But yeah, how are we doing today? Besides a little bit of a slow start, how are you guys feeling today about the big game?
Fired up.
I know Jack put in a big parlay this morning.
Yeah, put in that big parlay I shared over on the podcast. 100 to win, like, I don't know, what was it, 14, 15, $1,600. So looking forward to cashing some money today. That's for sure.
Yeah, I gotta. Well, for those of you that are not feeling under the weather and you want to check out our drinking game, go to our website, viewsfromsection400.com. It's under the NFL tab. It's not for the faint of heart. If you're going to participate, just be ready to take down maybe half a case of beer or wine, whatever your heart desires to drink. But it's a lot of fun. I've been making these for about 5 years now, and this is our first year doing it as a company. So we all contributed, and yeah, I'll be going at it full speed. So
yeah, Super Bowl.
You're participating the whole time, Brian?
Huh?
You're participating the whole time?
I'll be going until the beers run out, and I got a lot of beer, so
definitely take some videos for that.
Oh, there'll be some updates. There'll be some updates on our socials as we get deeper into the game.
Need that.
Yeah, we're just having a small party. Tommy and his roommates are coming over, and then maybe his roommate's girlfriend. Yep. But kind of changing pace here. I put in my first touchdown. ESPN Bet gave me a $10 free bet today. So I want to see what you guys think of that, and then I'm going to see what your first touchdown predictions are. But I'll just show you the phone screen here.
MVS 10 for 400. Don't hate
it. A little MVS on a bomb to start off the Super Bowl. I mean,
don't hate it at all.
The value there.
Look, he's a guy too.
Yeah, I mean the way this game might go for the Chiefs, Pacheco's really gonna try to Matt is having some technical difficulties. That I feel like they're gonna try to establish the run with Pacheco, right? And then all it takes is one play action shot, and MVS is that guy. So if they can just convert on that.
Yeah, no, dude, I'm with you there. I like it. I mean, first touchdown, maybe not. We'll see. I mean, I hope you're right, brother. Always hope you're right. But I definitely like the MVS play there. I mean, the experienced guys, veteran guys, they show up in the playoffs. They show up in games like the Super Bowl. So I like that pick there. Anybody that follows the pod knows what my parlay is like. I've got Travis Kelce scoring a touchdown for the Chiefs. So I got Mahomes going 25 rushing yards, and hopefully those Chiefs can pull out a win for me, because that's the one leg of my parlay I'm a little dicey on is, should I pick the Chiefs? Should I pick the Niners? I'm going with the Chiefs, though, man. I said after last week, I cannot go against Patrick Mahomes. I just refuse to do it. If I feel so strongly that the 49ers were going to win the game, I just wouldn't bet it, because I'm just not going to bet against Mahomes anymore. But No, I don't feel that strong about it. Give me the Chiefs. Hit that leg for me, and yeah, I'll see you at the cash counter.
Yeah, no, I definitely was surprised when you threw the Chiefs in there, but it's Mahomes, right? We talked about it on the pod. It's one of those things where if you bet against Mahomes and lose, you're gonna hate yourself, and if you bet with Mahomes and lose, it's like, all right, well, I trusted Mahomes, so you can't really be mad about it. But Will, we didn't really get to hear your opinion on the podcast. I know you've been busy working this week, so I'd like to hear what kind of bets you got going today. Who you think's gonna win? And you bet the money line. Yeah,
At 10,
League
right?
MVP.
17-10 final score. 17-10.
17-10. Yeah, I know. There was a bet out there. It was it's not available anymore because it was only yesterday's games, but it was higher Christian McCaffrey rushing yards or the highest scoring NCAA team to play yesterday.
That's kind of
And it
fun.
was interesting. McCaffrey was like plus 250.
Didn't Bama score like 117 yesterday?
I think Gonzaga played Bama. Bama got 109. Yeah, so that'd be sweaty.
That would be
Yeah,
sweaty.
Gonzaga only got like 90. Yeah, that game was wild. It was only 89. I was I understand like you got to do the pregame shows and shit, but yesterday on CBS they had Illinois and Michigan State, absolute barn burner. Went to the weigh end at noon, and then at 4 they had Kentucky and Gonzaga, and that was a great game. I don't know how the logistics would work for the future, but like if they had those two games leading up to the Super Bowl, that'd be like the best television channel sports day of all time. But they just missed out on the day.
And I also like to point out, just since we're talking about McCaffrey, he's got 17 targets over the two games in this postseason so far. 17 receiving targets.
Yep.
A lot. And on
Well,
top of that, his rushing line is still, he's still getting like almost 20 carries a game. And his rushing line is at 97, but he's still getting, on average 7 targets a game. That's a lot of use for him. I mean,
I mean,
don't get me wrong.
last
La-
time
What
last time we were here live, we were just sitting here like they're spamming McCaffrey. They've just been every play feeding him the ball. Yeah, I know Matt really likes Kansas City today. All the player props really. You just like Matt also just likes the over. He thinks a lot of points are going to be scored.
Well, I think Will, you alluded to that, Will, right earlier when we were talking about it. I think when you were going on your dissecting the game there, you said both offenses, and there's going to be a lot of points. So I'm right there with you. When you said over, I was I was about to jump in, but I know you were talking about a couple other bets there. But yeah, I love the over. I think both offenses are going to outweigh whatever the defenses is. And it's the Super Bowl, man. People want to see points. It's what's good for the game, good for the NFL, good for entertainment. They don't want to have another shit show. Give me the over. 47 and a half, not a lot of points. What do you think, Brian? I know you're on the under.
Well, I'm only on the under because the game's on CBS. I feel like CBS Super Bowls aren't are probably the least entertaining out of. I know this. I think this year is the first year of the 4-channel rotation, so ESPN will get Super Bowls going forward. But I know
What?
NBC Super Bowls are normally pretty good, and yeah, ESPN gonna be doing the Super Bowl.
Why? When did they agree to do that?
I believe this offseason is the start of, or they clinched the deal a couple years ago, but this offseason's like the first. So it'll be ESPN, ABC, and now they have Buck and Aikman, so I mean, it makes sense. But
Be all right.
yeah, Jack's
Yes.
not happy. Patriots Rams with CBS.
Yeah.
The,
That's why it's easy to say that. It's easy to say that about CBS, but I'm sure there's a plethora of high scoring Super Bowls on CBS. And Brian, I already know
well,
you probably have them on it.
I mean, I don't high scoring, but I'm just saying like bad games. I don't know if that Seattle Seahawks and Broncos game that was a blowout would have hit the over, but that was a CBS game. The or not the Rams, the Panthers Broncos was CBS. So there's just been a lot of subpar Super Bowls on CBS. And then when you look at NBC, you've had the Giants Patriots, the Eagles Patriots, and then Fox, you had the first Giants Patriots.
which was a very low scoring game.
Yes.
Great
Just
game though.
told
They can be low
What
scoring.
about
They can just be
Great games. We're talking about low scoring games.
well, what about what was the Falcons Patriots crazy comeback? That I think was
I
Fox,
believe
or
that
was
was
that
Fox. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I don't
Look,
remember who got that one.
I'll fact check it.
Matt, one comment on the over discussion here.
What do you
All
got?
season, looking at these two teams, all season, the best unit, in my opinion, has been the Chiefs defense. Out of, all the units on both teams, the Chiefs defense has been lights out pretty much all year. I mean, obviously they have their holes like everybody does, but I really think that they show up and play a great game today. Uh, Brock Purdy is going to have to be perfect to get it done against them. I really believe that. I think he's going to have to be
He's got a
perfect.
lot of help though, man. He's got a lot of help.
He does have a lot of help. I think CMC is going to have to be big because I really see the Chiefs secondary not letting IU catch those fumble balls off of people's helmets and off the ground or whatever the hell. He's not catching any of those deep lucky shots this game. So I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I really like the Chiefs D. They've been consistent, solid all year. I'm hard on Snead. And I just think
Super
this
Bowl
is
MVP, Darius Sneed.
the potential Super Bowl MVP Legarius Sneed. I really wish I was in a FanDuel state so I could actually lock that in, but I'm not. And I'm not. There's just no way that I'm gonna go. Hey, Tej, like, yo, go place a plus $40,000 or plus 40,000, whatever it was, odds bet on Snead to win a Super Bowl MVP for me. He's gonna need like a Malcolm Butler type play at the goal line to win.
Pick six. Pick six, and then a low scoring affair. Or if your guy Drew Tranquil gets a strip sack,
That's
a little
another one.
return for the touchdown.
That's the deepest one of the time. Who's Declan Rice?
watching the wrong football. That today's American football day, Will.
Yeah, hopefully they can get it done. It's a London Derby win right there. Did that game get delayed at all or no? Delayed? Because I thought I saw it started at 7:30, and then when I checked around 9 o'clock, they were only like 30 minutes in. Wow. Anyway,
Oh, good, brother.
anyway, let's get some Super Bowl topic of conversation going here. We're talking Super Bowl MVPs. Let's try and think of a realistic long shot, right? Because Brian, I know you're saying plus 40,000. I know they're offering up to plus 75,000, which is just a donation ticket in itself. But what are some realistic long shots, if that's even a possibility, that could actually win the Super Bowl MVP? I know on the last pod, which again, whoever's watching, go check that out over on the website or our YouTube. But I think we were saying potentially Sam Darnold as the backup at plus 30
Yeah,
plus thousand could be a
I think
sneaky
that
play.
if you're talking
I mean,
real long shots, I mean, that's probably your best shot. I think
Not,
my
not a
favorite,
hard
at
one.
least, my favorite, like that's not dependent on a quarterback getting injured. It's probably Debo. I think if the 49ers win, Debo's probably gonna have a big game, and he might do that on the ground as well as like on a slant pass that he catches and then just takes it to the house where Purdy didn't do much. But
Yeah.
Darnold, I mean, if you're looking for a quick buck and you're just gonna root for Purdy to get injured, why not?
I mean, essentially, that's what you have to do if you're placing a bet on Sam Darnold. You're rooting for an injury to Brock Purdy, which I guess isn't the best thing to do, or you're kind of scumbag in that sense. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of value there if that does seem to happen. So we'll see how the game goes on. And the Chiefs are known for being dirty on defense.
Yeah. Yep.
Has let me ask you that. Let me ask you this: has a kicker ever won the MVP in a Super Bowl? There's a little trivia question for you.
Actually, George Blanda has, but let me look.
George Blanda, like way back in the day.
He also played some quarterback, so that's
Uh,
probably.
um, look, I
I'll give
mean,
that
that
one.
look, the people that aren't long shots, 2,500 and under, you're looking at Pacheco, Debo, Kelsey, McCaffrey, Purdy, and Mahomes. You know, there's a there's a situation where any of them can win it, right? Um, you just got to pick your favorite and what you think actually going to happen. But I don't know. I think outside of those obvious ones, that's where you can actually find some value. You could make yourself a case. Kittle at 7,500. You can make yourself.
There's a sneaky one.
And then, the two right after him, the biggest sack, leaders on the two teams respectively. Nick Bosa sitting at 8,500. Chris Jones for the Chiefs sitting at 11,000. I mean, again, if they get a strip sack and a fumble, maybe pick it up for a touchdown, or maybe have 2.5, 3 sacks in this game, low scoring game, defensive. That is Super Bowl MVP worthy numbers. I mean, we've seen Von Miller win it, for example. So I just I think there's some more value. I think Super Bowl MVP, man. I mean, you really just gotta, unless you're gonna bet Mahomes or Purdy or even CMC. I think is realistically in the conversation if the Niners win it, depending on how they get it done. Like you just got to sell yourself on how it's gonna play out, what you think is going on in the game, and just ride with it at that point, right?
Yeah, so I have the all-time positions Super Bowl MVPs. So 32 quarterbacks, 7 running backs, 9 wide receivers. So which is kind of surprising because the NFL was like a running league for so long. But and then no tight ends. So think about that when you're betting Travis Kelce. That's never happened. No offensive linemen. So Trent Williams plus 75,000 might not be a move. 2 D linemen, 4 linebackers, 3 defensive backs, and no special teamers.
Devin Hester didn't win when
Probably. I think, yeah, in a
Brian,
low scoring game.
Brian, give me the last 10 years if you have it up there.
I could probably find it quick. It was Mahomes.
Say it again. Cup, cup.
Mahomes, Cup. I'm not going in order here. Mahomes, Cup, Foles, um,
I'm just, I'm just gonna look it up.
Edelman, Mahomes twice, Brady.
Guys, I pulled up a list. It's a lot easier. Mahomes, Cup, Brady, Mahomes, Edelman, Foles, Brady, Von
We had
Miller,
it.
Tom Brady.
We had it at Von Miller.
On-
Malcolm Smith.
Yep,
Malcolm
that was
Smith,
another one.
Russ, Peyton Manning,
So
Eli Manning.
Malcolm Smith, Joe
Yeah.
Flacco, Eli Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Santonio Holmes, Eli Payton. All right, let me take another look. So Von Miller, when he won it, he had 2.5 sacks, 6 tackles, and
He had that
one.
fumble.
What?
Didn't he force that fumble on Cam at the end?
Maybe I would assume that they would show that on here, but they didn't. Um,
Yeah, 'cause that was like the play of the Super Bowl.
Mal-
Cam might have fumbled the snap, and then Vaughn got the sack. Maybe I don't know, but
yeah, yeah. Wait, didn't it go like over Cam's head and then like, or
well,
he
he was
like fumbled?
reaching in front of him, so I think he just. Either way, yeah, that was an ugly game.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Panthers had no
Uh,
business being in the Super Bowl.
when Malcolm Smith won it for Seattle, he had a pick six and a fumble recovery and 10 tackles. He had a hell of a game.
Best game of his life. Probably half his production of his career came in that game.
But yeah, I mean, other than those two, we saw Edelman win it with 10 catches, 141 yards. We saw Cup win it with 8 catches, 92 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And other than that, we've just seen quarterbacks. Santonio Holmes back in the day, 131 and a touchdown. Hines Ward,
Yeah,
123.
Antonio Holmes. He had the Steelers fans argue the best catch in Super Bowl history, but a guy named David Tyree did it better.
Um,
Can't wait for him to be back next year.
so the last time
Michael Penix.
the the first time, or sorry,
Right?
a running
Coming
back
back.
won it.
The first time running back won.
The last time a running back won Super Bowl MVP was Terrell Davis.
Makes sense.
He had 30 carries, 157 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Well, that'll do it.
That'll fucking do it.
It's like a 40 fantasy point day.
157 and 3 touchdowns on 30 carries. Sheesh. No. Yeah.
No. James White. People are arguing for James White to win MVP of the
Dude.
Falcons. He had a big game.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. That's who I thought you were going to talk about. When you started talking about receiving yards and all that, I was like, yeah, James White. Him and Brady did some magical things together, that's for sure.
Yeah, I want to look up James White's stat line in that Super
Who
Bowl.
was it? James White or Jerick McKinnon that was with Brady in
Favorite part of that.
in Tampa?
Thinking
Was
of
it Leonard?
Giovanni.
Oh, is it Gio? Yeah.
I think so. James White in that Super Bowl, 6 carries for 29 yards and a touchdown, 14 catches for 110 yards and 2 touchdowns.
He had 3 touchdowns in Super Bowl MVP.
3 total touchdowns and 139 total yards and 14 catches.
And Brady still won it?
Yep. Or Adam, no, yeah, Brady won it. Brady won it.
See, and that's why you gotta bet Mahomes and Purdy because they're the big guys, the stars. But actually, that's why I think McCaffrey has a good shot to win it, is because he's up there. He's a star, you know.
Yeah. I think that one coming back from 28-3 kind of just had to give it to Brady.
Yeah.
You couldn't really. That was just such a ridiculous comeback. Jack's favorite Super Bowl memory, by the way. Go check out our favorite Super Bowl memories on our website, viewsfromsection400.com.
Shout out the Atlanta fans.
Saw the pre-Santa classes. Yeah, Ben's going through the same stuff I am with the getting ready to get married. Got to go to all those classes. He
Sounds
might
like
be in PCD because he still has some sacraments to get through, I think.
huh.
Yeah,
What was I asking about?
the pre-Santa classes.
Oh yeah. Well, I genuinely was curious because Brian, that's like Brian's top excuse right now, is marriage classes. So I just was like, all right, like what even is that? But Yeah.
My last one's this Tuesday, and then we have another one, but I'm gonna miss it because I'll be in New Orleans. Yeah, you and Matt can be all over that content. I'll be sitting that one out.
I'll be dialing up. I'll be dialing up. I'll be dialing up at long shot driver for sure. Dude. It's a race anybody can win. It's really anybody has a shot. There's so much value you could sneakily find, and the odds were yeah, yeah,
Yeah, speaking of
yeah.
anybody can win it. So my prediction for the Gatorade was purple on the podcast, and it is actually down to the betting favorite at plus 250.
Was it not the
Purple is
betting
the favorite
favorite when
now.
you bet it?
Orange was the favorite at plus 400, and purple was like plus 600. But purple, the odds on purple have gone down.
Man, you're
And you
sharp,
got
sniper.
mad value on blue Gatorade.
Got some value on purple.
What's the
But
value
I
on blue?
know that's a good question. Let me.
I thought that had like some crazy odds. That's why I picked it. I thought they should.
It depends on per state. I don't know if they'll. But yeah. So other props we have. We took the we took the Anthem over, and that was it wasn't plus money, but it was pretty damn close when we took it. And now 90.5 is minus 125. So we were a little sharp on that. I guess Reba's been practicing with the guitar, taking her sweet time. So
Super Bowl, you got to do it big.
yeah, hopefully she can soar over that number and we can get some extra funds right before kickoff.
Yeah, that'd be electric.
But yeah, what other fun props? The coin toss. I mean, it's called the coin toss for a reason. Coin toss. So
Dude, I love how
really
you
no
can
reason.
take individuals. I love how you could take individuals for like rushing, like betting against each other for rushing. I think Christian McCaffrey's minus 74.5 over Brock Purdy to beat him out on the rushing board. Which is that a great line? Like, does McCaffrey have 75 more rushing yards than Brock Purdy? He
Yes.
might.
I kind of lean Purdy plus 75 there.
Plus 75. It's just a crazy line to take, dude.
We-
They have everything
I'm,
listed in there, dude. There's so
I'm,
many
I'm gonna
matchups.
plug I'm gonna plug the drinking game again. Views from section400.com. We have a rule that's simply Brock Purdy is fast as fuck boy. So I mean, I'm hoping he gets a lot of rushing yards because I think that's a fat drink too. I think it's 7 or 8 drinks.
Brian, you're gonna be blacked out at halftime, dude.
Well, it depends. It depends how Usher's halftime show goes.
Well, you know what's
No,
good is
there's enough.
I was gonna crack a Miller for this, but then I remembered that I'm gonna be doing a Super Bowl drinking game later, and I'm gonna need to keep my wits about me. Can't start too early.
Yeah, I'm
No.
gonna after we get off here, I'm gonna need to go to the gym and do some cardio just to just to offset the amount of pure nonsense that's going in my body tonight.
Already got my work in this morning. Make sure you make your daily deposits, ladies and gentlemen.
And that's not just not just the gambling deposits.
No, no, your body deposits. You're gonna be You're gonna be depositing tons of alcohol and fun, not great for you food later. So go do something good for yourself now. Treat it like Thanksgiving. I mean, come on. We all know your routine for Thanksgiving. You go for that big walk, get a nice workout before and after. Do it here too.
As the little kids online trolls say, go touch some grass before this game starts.
Get out and about.
Yeah, but I guess next thing we can roll into here. I know this is the Super Bowl show, but you guys want to reminisce a little bit about our first NFL season in Section 400?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's been a pretty crazy year.
Yeah, we started up week 3. We had a little bit of a soft launch, did our first podcast, and then had to kind of figure out all the social media stuff. But we got up and running, and I think every week we got better with the bets, better with our analysis. I think we had some good takes throughout. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I mean, I already know a lot of ideas we can implement next year. We're going to have to get a punishment for whoever comes in last in the betting standings, which would have been Jack, I believe, this year. No, I think we're gonna have to do like a I know part of my take this year did the loser had to do a stand-up comedy show. So something
Yeah,
like that.
I like it's something more on the lines of like funny without potentially getting injured.
Yeah. Or like the Waffle House challenge where we can stream it on the socials, but we'll uh we'll post something as we get closer to next football season and maybe we'll have the fans vote on what the punishment should be. But we'll have to think of some stuff.
Good idea.
But I know between my anti-Eagles parlay finally hitting and some first touchdowns finally hitting. Matt predicted a final score on a Thursday night football game on one of our
Oh yeah,
roundtables. That was electric. It was a great season in Section 400, and
yeah, that's a pretty
I
good
know
highlight right there.
we've been mainly a football podcast, but we have baseball coming up, like you guys said. We got NASCAR coming up. NBA season's heating up. We're gonna have to do, I guess, an NHL season preview eventually, even though the season's almost over. Yep, March Madness. We've been posting the bracketology views from section400.com every
Yep.
week. So yeah, we'll have a lot of fun stuff planned. Our next stream will probably be Selection Sunday. So if you're a college basketball fan, definitely check that out.
We
Yeah,
will
that's
not
up to
be.
you and Matt. I will not be of any use during that.
A
I mean, we'll
town.
definitely be dialing it up and getting some bets out. I'll throw out my favorite pick on a driver, but I don't need a full live show to accomplish that.
Yeah, maybe we'll get some TikToks going, some Instagram stories.
Indeed.
No, they lost. Yeah, Baylor almost came back.
That's funny. That's
Yeah, it's not
exactly
completely.
how my night went. I was paying attention for the first half, and then as soon as it went to halftime, I flipped to another channel and just completely forgot about the rest of the game.
Yeah, there's something
Uh,
going around there. Yeah,
so
Baylor had 2 chances at the end, but couldn't get it done. It's okay. They're gonna lose. It's just gonna happen.
When is he coming back, dude? And who is McGregor supposed to fight? That's the big fight on the card.
I can't say I'm excited to watch McGregor fight again.
Really?
Unless he's like really like turned it up. Don't get me
I
wrong,
could
when
see,
he's
I could see that guy back in there, dude. Get him back in the octagon.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah, because crazy as him. I'm with you there. He definitely hypes it up, but you know, he's got the same effect that like what's his name? Nate Diaz has for me now. Same thing with like Jorge Masvidal. Just electric guys when they were in their prime and coming up, but now they've taken one too many hits. Not really, as good as they used to be, and it's just disappointing to see. Like these guys were like top dogs and just bombing on everyone, and now they're just kind of It's tough. It's
No.
tough to see your heroes, not doing it so well anymore. Get their shit rocked.
Yeah. No, I mean that's kind of how it is everywhere now. All the running backs we grew up with are kind of out of the league, and it's just a lot of. But yeah, that's life. But the
But
next,
no, it's more like with UFC and fighting. It's like at a certain point, like you should probably hang it up. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Not try and like Mike Tyson coming back and like fighting these and he's like what 50, 60, he's like 60, 70. I don't even know, but he's fighting other old men now. It's like dude, just hang it up. Just hang it up.
yeah. All right. But just
25 years
transitioning
old.
back into today's game, I want to play a little, I guess, trivia with you guys. So obviously, Super Bowl tickets with inflation, the prices are just insane now, and especially with this game being in Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world. Tickets aren't cheap. So my first question is going to be, how much do you think a just regular ticket, normal seat to this year's Super Bowl costs?
Are we talking
7,500.
average price
An
or
average,
like
an average like an average just general admission wherever in the stadium seat.
section 400 ticket? Um
Was I right,
yeah,
Brian, with my guess or no?
I'm gonna give
7,500.
everybody a guess.
That
Oh,
sounds
okay.
So
good.
Matt said 7,500.
I'm that sounds good, but I'm gonna beef that up a little bit to 8,900 is where I'm trying to sit at.
All right. Will, what's your guess? So last week, Will, it was 12,000. They have gone down since. Right now, the average price of a ticket on StubHub is $86,000. So Jack, you were pretty damn close.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah, I mean, people get desperate as it gets closer because it's such an
Yeah.
investment. They just want to get rid of that thing. Yeah. So the most expensive general admission. This is not to just sit at the game, not in a suite, not in their nightclub thing. Just the most expensive ticket, general admission.
Like to sit down or what?
Yeah. Like a seat.
Uh, oh, I'm sorry. I was like half paying attention. So the 8600 was a
That's
box.
average. That's average. And
So
now I'm
this is
asking
just a
most.
regular. Um,
$600.
should be 100K.
Hey,
No, this is
I'll go with
this is
17.5K. 17.5K.
600,000.
this isn't suites. This is just his regular ticket.
Yeah, what are we doing here?
Like
How
sitting down at the
way off?
50-yard line right on the field. Yeah, $600,000.
600K. Okay. Will, what do you say? 200K. And Matt, you said 17K.
Yeah, because I guess I don't know what the fuck we're betting on here.
It's 45K.
45K.
Oh, I thought you said
45K.
average.
You could get 50-yard line on the field, like row A or
Oh,
B or
I'm
whatever.
pretty sure I just won that anyway, though. So you can all kiss my ass.
Yeah,
Anyway.
you did, but still, like you can get that for 45K.
Yep. That 45K is a lot of money.
Ryan,
Yeah,
I'm
that
aware.
is a lot of
I'm
money.
very aware.
All right, a 20-person suite. What do you think they're charging here?
I would go with more crazy numbers.
Didn't CMC's
All
mom
right,
say it was
actually,
like
we'll start low. A four-seater, so a small suite.
500K.
200K,
24,
200.
200, 150. All right, and then an 8-person. I won't because it's basically double. It's 330K.
Yeah.
But the big suite, the 20-person suite. What do we think here?
I'm pretty sure
No.
CMC's mom said it was like 1.25 or 1.5. You want me to pick one? 1.5.
Is Brian's camera off? Can you guys see Brian?
Matt didn't get it. I was waiting for Matt to guess.
Oh, Matt,
What if
he's waiting.
I said 2 million and I was the first guess.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
shit. Okay, that's my fault then. It's 1.8. So I guess Jack, you said 1.5.
yeah.
So Matt's closer.
Take that with ease. That's called
I think
with
Matt
ease.
just won that.
Oh, Brian, you gotta do one more. Me and Matt are split 2-2 right now.
Well, okay. I can go back in history here.
Free Biden economics. Oh shit.
What was the average cost of a Super Bowl ticket in 1967?
67?
The first Super Bowl.
Like $10? If that?
Yeah, I was gonna say like 10 or 15 bucks. I'll go 15 to be different.
$7?
So you could buy the Madden Ultimate Team Edition for $90 in 2023, or you can time travel back to 1967 and buy a Super Bowl ticket for $90.
And that was the average price?
Yep.
Oh, well, now I'm thinking about their stadiums were probably a hell of a lot smaller. Probably
It just
a
probably
lot less
wasn't. I
support.
mean, look? Here's a good question though. What is that price in relation to what $90 would be today? Like
inflation.
$90.67 is, you know, related to what today? Like
I
$1,000?
I think Brian's
Three
looking it
thousand
up.
bucks? I don't know.
$852 today.
Yeah,
So not
so
that
852.
far off.
But the cheapest ticket you can get was how much, Brian?
It was 1.2?
No, the
No,
cheapest, the
no, no.
cheapest.
It was the cheapest one is 86. Yeah, 86,000.
86,000. No. The cheapest ticket you can get for the Super Bowl this
what
year.
the fuck are we talking about
Yeah,
here?
86,000. 8,600. 8600.
You had me a little confused there, Brian.
Yeah, sorry.
So it's literally 10x, 10
10x.
times what 10 times what it should be.
I mean,
That's crazy.
I'd also say you're sitting in a little bit more comfort than you probably were. You probably were in
Brian,
1967.
No doubt.
Brian, give us some Super Bowl trivia.
All right.
Some like this player did this in what Super Bowl, or what team has the most Super Bowls, which is an easier
You know
one,
what,
but
Brian, how about while you dial up some trivia, we start talking about the NFL award honors.
Okay.
All right. So, all right, I'll
any
lead
big
that. So,
surprises, any big snubs?
yeah, let's talk about it. I mean, starting it off with the favorite award, MVP, Lamar Jackson, number 8. He wins it. You guys got any beef with that? I don't. I think he deserves it.
I think for a lack of somebody else to win it is fine picking Lamar, but I mean, I don't know. I think this was the year he could have given it to Tyreek, but I know he got hurt at the end. But I don't have like a huge issue with giving it to Lamar. I know it's usually quarterback dominated.
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't think I think that's a fair point. I don't think that he had, a season like on the on the stat line that like really jumps out to you, but at the same time, he led the Ravens to a number 1 seed in the AFC. Um, with a lot of adversity on the team and people getting injured left and right. I just think that he definitely played his ass off during the regular season and deserved it. But that's
Yeah,
why it's a regular season award, not a playoff award, right?
right. The real one that matters is the Super Bowl MVP.
Amen. All right. Well,
But and then what? C.J. Stroud and who was it? Will Anderson both got offensive defensive rookies on the same team. That's pretty nuts.
second year in a row that's happened after Sauce Gardner and what Garrett
Brees
Wilson
Hall
won.
or Garrett
That was
Wilson.
Garrett Wilson won it last year for the Jets. So I don't know, man. The Bears have 2 high draft picks this year too. I mean, do we think that they're gonna have somebody that wins offensive and defensive rookie of the year next year? Keep it go three-peat on the same team? It's gonna cause so much havoc. Everybody does their mock drafts and like for months, and then they're just gonna the second the draft starts, that's when the pick is gonna get traded, right? You're not gonna give us any like time beforehand. It's gonna be exciting though. I'm ready for the draft already. I know we got the Super Bowl today, but I'm already excited for the draft. See who the Jags are gonna get. See where Michael Penix goes. All that good stuff.
New York Giants, baby. Or I'd actually
Uh,
take Rome too.
would you rather
Right.
Rome or Penix?
I'd rather Penix, but I don't think they move on from Jones, so I'd take Rome.
Jones
But I
is
want
still
one.
owed a lot. Jones is owed a lot of money.
Yep. All right,
All
I got
right,
a
Can't.
couple questions dialed up. If you guys are ready.
let's do it.
What do you got?
All right, so let's see. I want to go outside of the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 11. Devonta Freeman has scored 3 touchdowns. He scored 3 touchdowns in the Super Bowl. All right, never mind.
The
The
Falcons
top
won.
10. Jerry Rice has scored the most touchdowns in the Super Bowl. He had 8. There are 10 other players that have had over 3. Can you name all of them?
Tom Brady.
This doesn't count passing touchdowns.
Yeah, no.
I don't know, dude. He's played in so many. Maybe he had a fucking couple QB sneaks.
Couple rough.
Not a bad guess. Yep.
Is Kelsey.
Yep.
Is Kelsey.
Mahomes.
No. Kelsey scored 2.
Not Mahomes. Can a quarterback rush into the end zone, Will, or no? Okay, that's correct. Okay, just making sure just making sure that can happen.
He's been in 3 Super Bowls,
He is not on the list.
which is why I thought
Yeah, he's number 1. That's
Dude.
what I said.
Yes.
He's
Brock's
Brock's number 2 with 5.
I keep going to quarterbacks, but every time I say one, it's fucking wrong. So, what about? I mean, dude, is Jim Kelly not rush in when he played in 4 straight Super Bowls?
Jim Kelly is, I don't think, on the list. But my phone's freaking out, so hold on.
No, so Brian doesn't even have the list pulled up. All right, great. So these are just aimless
I have the
guesses.
list pulled up, I just can't fucking scroll on my phone right now.
Will's like guessing guys who have already been said. What the fuck are we doing here? No,
How
you're
about
totally right.
Michael Irvin is not on the list.
What? That's nuts. This is a lot tougher than I fucking thought it would be.
yeah.
What we have is Gronk and Rice,
Yep.
and we're supposed to get 10 total.
Yep. No.
See, I'm sitting here thinking about. Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking about running backs and like could not name a Patriots running back for the life of me.
There are 2 quarterbacks. Yeah, James White is on there. James White has 4. There's one other player with 5, a bunch other with 4, and then a bunch with 3.
And you said what? 2 of them are quarterbacks?
Yes, and one of the quarterbacks you guys should know. Like, easily. Very easily.
Jalen Hurts.
Yes, he scored 3 last year.
Holy shit. I didn't even know that.
4 total
I remember
touchdowns, 3 on the
Buffalo had.
He had 3. He had 4 total, 3 on the ground.
He did go off.
Yeah, I thought he had 4. Well, there you go.
Not
Matt, I'll give you a hint. Joe Kelly was not far off.
Jim Kelly.
Jim Kelly was not far off.
What does that mean? That it was not far off. There's a guy on that Bills team that did it.
I can't give you any further hints because it was.
Well, I'm not gonna get it because I don't know anybody on those Bills teams other than Kelly, as I said.
Was it Isaac Bruce?
No.
How
This
about
is actually pretty hard. There are a lot of old guys here. There's
Yeah,
one
but
pretty obvious one though that you
Wait,
should
is
get.
it
The other guy was fine.
Andre something?
Terrell Davis is not on here. Yeah. Okay.
He
Wait.
had 3 rushing
So
touchdowns.
so he's number 11 on the list. He's after
Oh,
Hurts. He's tied with 3.
fair enough. Fair enough.
I cut it off at Hurts.
Fair enough.
Yeah, let me. So there's one guy. There's
The only
one
name
guy that. Who'd you guess? Well, well, maybe if they didn't pass it on. So there's one guy that was like playing while we've been watching Super Bowls on here. There's one guy on a team of a player that you guessed already.
is it Andre Reed? Is that his name?
No. There's one other quarterback.
The Buffalo guy?
Nope. Nope. There is one
Deion
Patriots wide receiver with 3.
Deion Branch?
You got 3.
I was not gonna guess him until you guys said that, but all right.
All right, I'm gonna give you hints. I'm gonna give you hints for the rest because this is gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to find one of the threes that you'd be able to get. All right, I'll give you these 3. So there's one that guy that and he was great in the 90s. The guy that had 5. The one guy with 4, we watched play for so you should get him. We watched him play in a couple Super Bowls. And then there's one quarterback. That's your hint because there's not that many Russian quarterbacks. And the other guy with 4 is very old. He was on the Steelers. So one old guy on the Steelers, one guy we watched play in a lot of Super Bowls, one quarterback, and one guy that was great in the 90s.
Hines Ward.
No,
You talking older than
Jerome
that?
Bettis.
older than that. Who, Matt?
Jerome Bettis.
No. Good guess though. Older.
Franco Harris.
Yep. Franco Harris had 3 or 4. Franco
Ooh.
Harris had 3. So you're missing the 90s guy that was great, one guy that we watched that played in multiple Super Bowls, and one quarterback. Okay, here's your hint. It's a wide receiver.
The Randy?
No. If I tell you, you guys are going to be pissed, so I'm not going to tell you. Amendola and Hogan both have 2. You should also get this guy that played in the 90s. Like, one of you guessed a guy that was on his team. He's not a Patriot.
That's what I was saying. Are we talking about Patriots? I didn't know we were.
I thought you would have put the dots together, but Deion Branch I said was the only one. But
I'm sorry. So I'm thinking a '90s receiver who was really good.
the 90s guy is the receiver is a guy we watch play. The 90s guy is not a receiver, but he was really good. His team was really good.
John, John Elway.
Who?
Elway.
He's on there. He was the quarterback.
Is he the '90s
He had
guy?
4. That's not the '90s guy. So this
Shit.
guy is
Okay.
he played in the '80s and the '90s. He had 5 total touchdowns in the Super Bowl. He was on a really good team, and the other guy is a wide receiver that we grew up watching. Great fantasy wide receiver.
Not Calvin. Not AB. It can't be. Don't tell me it's AB.
Maybe Ray wasn't over. He was a very good fantasy wide receiver.
Okay.
And it's
I'm
recent.
Who?
It's a recent wide receiver.
So he's retired, but we grew up watching him play.
Mexico Burris.
No.
No. I'm guessing I was wrong. Like Brian, you're giving us no reaction here.
I said no.
no.
Oh,
Sometimes it doesn't come through clear, but yeah, he said no.
got it. Got it. We grew up watching this guy. All right.
He has one of the biggest plays in playoff history during a crazy
Marvin
time.
Harrison.
It's Antonio
Who?
Holmes.
No.
Marvin Harrison.
No.
Oh, that was a good guess. I didn't even think about it. Baldwin.
No.
What?
I thought you were
Go
gonna
on,
say
hit
Doug
me.
Baldwin.
Yeah.
Not Deshaun Jackson, is it?
No. So I'll
I
give
don't
you a
think.
hint for the other guy too. The 80s, 90s guy was a running back.
Bo Jackson.
No.
Marcus Allen.
Emmett Smith.
There you go. Oh, you did?
I got it. I
I don't
got
think
it.
you did.
I got it.
Well, I
It's
don't remember.
I
Hey,
didn't hear it.
No, Ryan
Maybe we'll
didn't
get
hear
it
Alright.
it.
right this time.
Ryan didn't hear it.
All right.
It counts.
One left.
Ryan's got
One left. He was a wide receiver. We grew up watching him play. He was very good in fantasy, and he has one of the biggest plays in playoff history.
Playoff or Super Bowl?
Just playoff.
That's some pretty good information there. We should be able to try and dial this up.
I could give you another hint, but it would give it away. I'm not going to.
No more hits. That's a lot of info right there.
Well, I was gonna say I'm not even close, so one more hint's not gonna even do it for me.
Yeah, that's a good
AFC.
one.
Yep.
AFC wide receiver.
Yep.
Danny Amendola.
He had 2.
Fuck.
No.
Right. So let's go through. We grew up watching this guy, primarily AFC. Did we confirm not on the Patriots, or Brian would have revealed that?
Not on the Patriots.
Not on the
Yo,
Patriots.
is it Antonio Gates? No, they never made
No.
a Super Bowl. What am I talking? What am I talking about? They never made the
He's a
Super Bowl.
tight end.
Oh, and he's a tight end, not a tight end. Doesn't count as a receiver.
No.
No.
He's not a tight end.
Oh, that was just a horrible guess. I think I got a little sidetracked thinking about good receivers in the.
He's played in 2.
Antonio Holmes.
Big hint.
No. He was on the same team, but don't cheat and look up what team.
Barella.
There's been multiple teams that have been in the Super Bowl twice from the AFC
The
since we've been
AFC.
alive.
Chiefs, Patriots, Ravens, Steelers. Come on, Brian. I'm trying to look for a reaction out of you. Not yeah, not AFC East.
Jack, it's not a team you just rolled off.
It's what?
It's not a team you just rolled off.
You're telling me there's another AFC team that's been to 2 Super Bowls in our lifetime that I'm forgetting about right now?
Yep. They won one and they lost one.
They
And
won
it's like,
one and they lost one?
I don't think it has to be.
Oh, he said it's not really. Chargers, Chiefs, Raiders. Who's the
Yeah,
last
but
team?
it's not Hines Ward.
Chargers, Chiefs,
Who else would
Raiders.
it
Who's
be?
the last team I'm forgetting about over there? Chargers, Chiefs, Raiders. Denver. Is this motherfucker's on Denver?
Marius Thomas.
Aquarius. Dude, I couldn't think of the fucking team.
Is it wait, that was
Oh,
right?
it was
Yeah.
Demarius.
Oh my god.
Dude, rest in peace. I'm so sorry I forgot about you, bro.
All right. Will, you wanna do one? I'll go pee real quick. Okay.
Okay. So what? It's like Stafford Cup and who was the lead rusher?
All right, I'm done. All right, back.
Who was the Rams leading rusher when they just won that Super Bowl?
Leave it or not.
Where we going?
You have a timer set for it? Or do Okay. For just to close it out after you leave, is there a timer or do I have to do anything? Okay. Okay. We'll probably just go to like 1 o'clock
You
after you
might just
dip. We'll just
on this.
what's up, Matt?
Yeah, why was it delayed? Why was it delayed over dude, I saw that. I was like, "What are they delaying?" That was a pain. Oh my gosh. So what's the delay today?
Ooh. I'm uh I'm looking at the board for prize picks. What do you guys think of this? Brandon
You
Ayuk
got
plus Jason Tatum, 7.5 receptions and 3 pointers made. I feel like that's pretty pretty good value.
um,
So Brandon Ayuk and Jason Tatum over under 7.5 receptions plus 3 pointers.
I'm gonna go peep Tatum's stats real quick, but I kind of like that. I don't expect a big game out of Ayuk, but 8 receptions slash 3 pointers doesn't sound like too much to ask for.
There's also there's also Caitlin Clark plus Christian McCaffrey, 10.5 receptions plus 3 pointers. Caitlin Clark makes like at least 5 a game.
yeah.
Yeah, that might be a way bigger log.
Yeah, I'm on the
What?
stream. Gotta start buying these shirts.
Yeah,
Not yet.
Nope.
damn. Yo,
Yeah, I
Brian,
see it.
Pop
knock him.
up.
What, Jack?
Will
1990 Giants, Phil Simms.
that's that.
1992 Cowboys, Emmett Smith, rush yards. Troy Aikman, pass yards.
I mean, you could just go down. What I'm still quite. Is this like for the whole year?
Yeah. Jack said
Yeah.
Stafford. Uh, Ben Roethlisberger, 2008 Steelers.
For 94 Niners, is that Joe Montana or was he way earlier?
That might have been Steve Young. Steve Young.
Yes.
Steve Young, that's a good one.
Oh, get Brady out of the way too.
Well, 2020 Bucks is Brady. 2019 is Mahomes. 2018 will eat Brady again. Well, yeah, Brady will knock a lot of these out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Once we get
2015
Brady,
Broncos, Peyton Manning. It's Peyton Manning. Oh, now it's
yeah,
just
just Manning,
fucking
both
play.
Manning.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, once you get Brady, Mahomes, Rodgers, Breeze, and both.
Is Wentz 2017 Eagles? Like that's got to be it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't? Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. It
Michael
was.
Irvin will get out some Cowboys. Trent Dilfer for the Ravens, 2000.
Is 99 Rams Kurt Warner or no?
Dilfer.
Is 99 Rams Kurt Warner? Kurt Warner for 99 Rams? Is that, let's go.
96 Packers, Brett Favre.
98
Is
Broncos.
97 Broncos Elway or no?
Yeah,
Elway,
both will
yeah.
be Elway. Oh shit. Ahmad Bradshaw for Giants. And then if not him, Brandon Jacobs.
And once again,
Seahawks,
asking for up.
Seahawks go Russell Wilson, Marshawn Lynch, and Doug Baldwin for 2013.
Golden State.
What's it Golden
Is it
State?
Golden Tate? There we go. Got that one out of the way. The 2012
buddy
Ravens is Joe Flacco. Is 2012 Ravens? Who's the fucking dude, the running back who beat his girlfriend?
Ray
I
Rice.
can't.
Ray Rice.
Ray
Yeah.
Rice, yes, it is. Yeah.
There you go. Look at that. Boom. Got to start picking it up here, dude.
Brandon Jacobs.
Terrell. Who was the 98 Broncos running back? Terrell Owens? Terrell Davis?
Terrell Davis.
Davis. And then 2011
There's
Giants
20
Victor Cruz.
Leonard Fournette and Mike Evans.
Yes. Definitely Lenny.
'19 Chiefs got to be Tyreek Hill.
Yep. Or is it Kelsey?
I don't know.
Kelsey.
Gotta be Kelsey.
Edelman.
Clyde for
Yeah.
Russell.
What?
Really?
Gotta be Fournette, dude. They had nobody else. What?
Was Alshon Jeffrey the receiver for the Eagles in 2017?
Yeah. It would be Alshon and then is
It
Jay
wasn't Alshon.
Ajayi here?
Oh, Jimmy Graham Saints. No, was that too early?
Maybe Marquise Colston?
That's a good one.
We're not gonna get this.
2000 Ravens Shannon Sharp. Or was he
05
under-
Jerome Bettis. Can you like pause the timer and we can just keep going or no?
Corey Dillon Patriots.
Was Mario Manningham the leading receiver in 07?
No. You're thinking 11 and it was Victor Cruz. 07 would have been Plaxico.
He did put in Cruz. He was 2011.
Yeah, 11. 07 would have been Plaxico or Monty
Oh.
Toomer.
Damn, dude. Let me get some like TJ Hushmanzada, dude. You know?
Went Marshawn Lynch for 2013 Seahawks, and who was
Wentz,
Phil Sims,
Wentz, Flacco,
Victor Cruz, Brandon Jacobs. Was Jacobs not 2007? Was Jacobs not 2007? Oh, okay.
yeah. What number are you at? Okay, I think we had a little bit more.
You get Pacheco for Giants 2007? Yeah. Okay, running back in 1990 for the Giants, Otis Anderson? All right, pulled that out of my
No.
hat. I don't know who the receiver is. No idea.
Edgerrin James should be on this list, I think. Oh, 06 Colts. No?
Oh, Marshall Faulk. He'll be on
That
there
who
a
it
couple
was?
times. He'll be on there a couple times.
who was the
Oh, no,
dog
Patriot.
shit QB for the who was the dog shit QB for the 2000 Ravens that had
It was Trent
1500
Dilfer.
pass?
It was Trent Dilfer. I guess I forgot to re-say that.
Is he horrible? I didn't even know you said it in the first.
Worst quarterback on the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Brett Favre should be on this list too, right?
He wasn't.
He won a
It's
Super Bowl
definitely
with the
Trent
Packers.
Dilfer. Dilfer.
Am I dumb? Did he not win a Super Bowl with the Packers? Brett Favre.
I thought he did too, but I guessed him and Will said no. Are you spelling it right, Will? Favre.
Yeah, him and Rodgers had like the same careers. Like win one Super Bowl and don't do shit the rest of it.
Dion
With the Packers.
Branch.
Is Demarius Thomas the
Watching
receiver?
you type in farm 10
20
times is ridiculous.
What?
Was 2002 Buck?
Demarius Thomas
Was Mike Allstott too? Is Mike Allstott too old, or was he 2002?
He's got to be 02.
ALSTOTT.
Yeah, I think it's AL Scott, right?
Yeah, he might have been before that then. Um.
Was he 08 Steelers, Richard Mendenhall?
Oh, Donald Driver, Packers. Oh,
How about Greg Jennings or Jordy Nelson?
oh, for the later ones, yeah, Jody Nelson definitely. Randall Cobb.
Oh, is 08 Willie Parker? By Willie P. Let's go. That was a beast. Is 08?
Only one I can think of for Rand is Roy Freeman, but that's definitely not right. Oh,
Say it, Will.
is it Todd Gurley?
Oh,
Because didn't they have to
No.
sign C.J. Anderson?
no.
Isn't
Bro,
it
he
C.J.
was out of
Anderson?
the league.
2018 Patriots, is that Edelman and James White?
I think Marius Thomas, 2015
Yeah.
Broncos.
2018.
2018, they had Burkhead, James White, and they had a run or two.
Is '06 Colts not Marvin Harrison?
Is 2015 Broncos Moreno?
Yeah.
Moreno, no Sean Moreno for 2015.
Ooh, that fucking guy.
Coleman?
Who is the running back? CJ something, right?
Oh, CJ
CJ
Anderson.
Anderson.
CJ
Brian,
Anderson.
how do you forget that, dude?
Well, I guess Anderson for 2021 Rams already.
No?
Is it Hillman?
Oh my,
Ronnie
we have
Hillman?
no idea.
Wow.
Um,
That's a throwback.
Is '04
2012
Patriots Deion Branch?
2012 Ravens Lee Evans? Uh,
No, it was who was
Steve
the dude
Smith.
who had the crazy catch in the AFC
Dennis
Championship
Pitta?
game?
I don't think
Jacoby
Jacoby
Jones.
Jones.
Jacoby
Try
Jones.
Dennis
Yeah.
Pitta after Jacoby Jones.
Give it to me.
Did
Yeah,
you
just
put in Pitta? Oh,
let's
nice.
go.
Oh,
Wow.
well, Dennis
Just
Pitta.
gonna tell the generic last names.
Dennis Pitta. Damn it.
Oh,
Um. Oh, 1991 Redskins is like
Who was
Daryl Williams or something.
like Cam Akers on 21 Rams?
yeah.
Huh.
That's who I was thinking for the 19 Chiefs.
Oh, was it fucking no,
Damian Williams.
Theismann went out in 86, I think.
Well, you tried Cam Akers.
Oh, good pull, but I think that's too early.
Yeah, 21 Rams is tough. I don't know how it's not. Oh, Zach Ertz.
Clement,
Rush is not.
Jay, and LeGarrette
I
Blount, right?
said Jay on the other one, but I guess it didn't.
Yeah,
The
that's
Blunt
right.
and then for the receptions, did you put Ertz?
It just loaded on the. Dude, who was their leading rusher last year? It wasn't Cam Akers.
They've had all
Oh, this is 2021, not last year. Shit, that was um
Daryl Henderson.
Daryl Henderson.
Yeah, that's gotta be it.
Who was the
What?
other one with Daryl? There were two. It was Daryl Henderson and
Yeah.
fuck Brown. Malcolm Brown?
Malcolm Brown.
Let's go.
Who the fuck was the Ravens running back? Or the Rams running back?
mean, the guy didn't have the most in yards. It's not like he had a great season.
The 2014 Patriots, Danny Woodhead, 412 seems like a Danny
I
Woodhead
just
stat
put
line.
21 random. I don't know how it's not Cam Akers. Oh, dude, didn't dude, I thought, how's it not Cam Akers? It's not
Patriots.
Cam Akers. I remember. Didn't, yeah, didn't Sony Michelle play there?
Oh yeah, there you go.
That's dude. I had Sony Michelle, but I was like, this guy didn't fucking play. Yeah.
20
Yeah, Sony Michelle had
Patriots.
850 rushing yards that year. That's ridiculous.
412 rushing yards from somebody in 2014 Patriots.
Yeah, I thought Danny Woodhead was a lock.
And Jarvis Green Ellis.
I think that's too late, but
That might be right in time of when he played. Yeah.
Are you
wasn't
sure
that
this is
Jonas Gray guy there too? He had like 2 big games and then he got cut. Jonas Gray or something. Really? Yeah, he had that huge Sunday Night Football game and then he showed up late to a team meeting and like never played again.
Is 2014 Amendola, Edelman, like
Yeah, Amendola, Edelman, Hogan. It's got to be or
Wes
Gronk.
Welker, Wes Welker,
Gronk. It's got to be Gronk, I think.
Gronk, Aaron Hernandez before he killed a guy.
Are we sure this isn't Doug Baldwin?
Eric Decker.
Oh, okay.
It's not
Corey
Lee Evans
Smith,
or Kobe Jones. Oh, Torrey
Corey
Smith.
Smith.
It's not Dennis Pitta. Didn't they have another time? It's not Ray Rice.
Would be Ray Rice.
Dude, who else? Yeah, they had Jones, Lee Evans, Travis Pitta, George. Who the fuck else do they have? Was Michael Crabtree on that team?
Maybe. And this isn't Steve Smith.
Two 2008 Steelers, Keith Miller. And we tried Holmes. Antoine Randall L.
Ward? Did you try
Yeah,
Ward?
We already did Ward for 2005, I thought. Oh, no, we didn't.
Oh, there you go.
Was he both 05 and 08? It's 2010 Packers. Oh fuck, what's his name? Uh, James Starks. What? They had
06
Starks
Colts.
and someone else.
Is it not Edgerrin James or Frank Gore?
Wouldn't have been Frank Gore. I want to say, did you put Falcon? He had to be on this list multiple times.
99 Rams.
You want nothing with the Patriots? That's crazy.
Wait, are we missing Kurt Warner? Yeah.
There was another dude like Marshall Falk that played on the Colts and Patriots. That wasn't Edgerrin James, but he was like a. He has to be who we're missing, but I can't think of his name.
I'm gonna flame you when it does.
Oh.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have never got that.
Oh, Joseph Adai.
That's who I was thinking of. He played on both of them, right?
Oh, Keyshawn Johnson. We could have gotten that one. Corey
Oh, we could have
Dillon.
gotten Isaac Bruce. Oh, we said Steve Young.
Isaac
I said Taylor
Bruce.
Sharp. I definitely
Isaac.
said Taylor Sharp too. We wouldn't have gotten anything on the Redskins. I also said Phil Simms for the
Would have gotten
Giants.
Isaac Bruce event.
Yeah, we could have gotten a Dye. We could have gotten Bolden. We could have gotten uh. I think I said Sharp, but it might have been in the last one. Yeah, no, I think we did pretty well for what we should have gotten. All right. Tic tac. All right. See you later. All right. I guess we could go on for like another hour and then just wrap it
I
up.
mean, yeah, I was gonna say, how much longer do you want to go on for? I mean, what's there really left to talk about here?
We went over our favorite bets. We
Bets,
went over
who's gonna
final score
win, where
stuff.
the money.
Yeah, I guess we're pretty much wrapped up as it is.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know if you want to milk out for another hour, unless unless we talk about other shit.
Yeah, what you trying to milk, Brian?
Yeah, what do you want to milk?
What you
No,
trying
let's
to
just
milk?
call it. Might as well just call it.
Unless there's some, I'm down to keep talking. I'm just saying, like, I don't, I don't want to be sitting here talking about nonsense.
Yeah, no, I'm ready to I'm ready to go to the gym, get the beers in the fridge, and start.
Yeah, I need to get the beers in the fridge, dude. I'm hyped for the views from Section 400 drinking game. I hope everybody following along sent some videos of the views from Section 400 video or drinking game for the Super Bowl. That should be electric. I'm gonna
Should be.
repost that out on my socials following the ending of this, just to get some more eyes on it, because I think it's a great game.
Yeah. Should be a lot of fun. And if any of you are participating, tag us in anything you post. We'll get you reposted.
Send the videos. We'll get the reposts on our socials when we see some videos flying in, and look out for updates from Brian, who's partaking in full force on the drinking game. We'll see if we get some crazy Brian videos by halftime.
Yeah, it should be fun. But yeah, I think that's all from Section 400 for now. I hope
Stay
everyone has a
tuned
great
throughout
day.
the day. Stay tuned throughout the day for some updates on the Super Bowl.
All along,
And
man.
yeah,
Go
until
Chiefs.
then,
Go Chiefs.
and
Fuck the
Brian,
Niners.
Matt, Jack. We'll see you.
We are not boots on the ground at the Super Bowl, unfortunately.
Ain't nobody got that shit.
Yeah, random.
Yeah.
Yep.